All right. Okay. Let's talk about so whoever this is tried to sleep with or something, do something with this whale to bring it a tower, but it just backfired on these people. I think that's where we ended that last reading, or it's about to. You know, somebody thought you was dumb or something, and you wouldn't be able to wiggle out of some imaginary box they put somebody in during the best season of your life. This is somebody that's jealous. Somebody, these people could be very intelligent, like book smart, logically smart, but somebody could be a genius. Or these people wouldn't want to have nothing to do with you or me. Genius is a is a God presence. Don't really have nothing. I don't know what books God was reading. Okay, yeah, I know it has something to do with like, but what was God even measuring the earth when He was creating it? You know what I'm saying? It's not really, mm, you know, or was things just being laid out? I feel like somebody wants somebody. These are the same people that could have abandoned or they've been taken out of the Truman Show, like after the marriage, and then they thought they'd come back and hover around to know do I know what they did to me? You get what I'm saying? Or what else can they take from me to make sure I can never be me? I feel like this is like a third cycle, and that's why I'm calling it murder in the third degree. Okay, all these people want something from me, um, digging around in my intel that God put inside of me, so they can be who they want, who I'm supposed to be. That's why I said women competing for me, even for this man or whatever this is, these clones. I don't know. It's something you can never be because there's not another me. So this is some people, a family, a group of people, a community, a race, or whatever that they should be grateful. They should be thankful. This is not like, you got adopted and these people were helping you and like buying you shoes and you didn't have this and you came from abusive family. No, these are people that decided to play around with somebody's identity, to play around with their livelihood, to play around with somebody that was ranking. They may didn't understand from whatever race, hair color, texture, whatever that they had. Why is this person so important? So they spent this time holding on to something like a specimen and studying why is it so important, taking the good things, trying to leave the person with nothing, you know, so they would have a reason why they were doing this thing. It's something that you don't do. Like it's like you finding out like weird stuff all the time. Like somebody had a human in a dog cage or something. It's a mental mechanism, right? Because like I said, the Empress is here. Obviously this person didn't need it because there was no actual everyday things that was happening with this person. If you fall and break your leg or something, and you know you about to have to go through physical therapy, the proof that you didn't hurt yourself is that your leg is messed up, you can't move how you used to, and now you do have to go through this physical training or whatever. You got to check into a place, get driven there maybe every day, such and such like this, so you can, whatever this is not a physical thing. This is how they think they're gonna get away with it because it's not a physical box. But the proof is in the pudding when it comes to these people, what they're doing now, and what I'm not doing, what they have now, and what you don't have, what's my birthright, what's not your birthright. Okay, something like that. Okay, um, this is treasonous behavior by a council of people that's supposed to work for this person. But let's say they did something to this person's brain to stagnate them, and these people took something over. Like I said, if somebody's saying, "Well, I love it," I just got, "Well, I love it," or whatever. Well, you know, whatever, whoever these people are, whatever you do, I was never concerned about who you love, even if it was the man that I was with. If this person left me or was estranged from the marriage all this time, it wouldn't be my concern. You understand? My concern is, why do you have something that looked like you still sitting at my house? You know what I'm saying? That's my thing where I can't get rid of it. Why are you still doing that? This is like mm, human. I don't know, because again, this person with his 9 of cups, person was not celebrate. These people wasn't celebrating with this person. You know what I'm saying? They have some new technology that they're using on the I won't even say it's on a like immediate family level. They could be using it on these people to manipulate your energy, but there are handlers and people higher up that are doing this. They know what this is. Okay. You know what this is. You've taken advantage of some. Even there's nothing wrong with me. The thing that would be wrong with me is somebody went ahead and instead of grabbing the person that they were supposed to mentor and lift up, they lifted everybody else up around them and made these people dick suckers of theirs, so that these people would do whatever they want to do and say what they want to say against this particular person. Doesn't matter. The things I've been able to accomplish by just sitting in one space, not even caring about how I look. Mm, this ain't things that the everyday people can see, but these people that call themselves guardians, but we're really handlers, they know. These are usurpers, users, you know, manipulators, or something like this. So, you know, you're gonna find out that these are people that's supposed to be your best friend. If you was gonna be my best friend in a Truman Show, you should have never been running things on my accord in the background. Eh, Did you hear what I just said? If you was my best friend in the Truman Show, there's a conflict of there's a conflict of interest here. Do you understand what I'm saying? If these were like if they blew up heaven and killed God and everything, and they knew that I was the daughter, and then they started some fake, floating, governance or something. You was treasonous the day when you was running this and not me, but you was trying to be friends with me, knowing that you was aiding and abetting, or you were doing something with my enemies, or something that would conflict or mess with me or the way that I'm living, or something like this. The day that you see what I'm saying? Okay. A lot of these people, because people keep bringing up It to me. Now, It is a nickname that I made for a certain Drake clone. I don't never see pictures of him, but I caught a glimpse of him one time. Okay, now they could be saying, it make me think too about the movie with the one guy and the lady, the mother and the long legs or whatever his name is. Somebody that's kind of strange. Supposedly this was like a dangerous situation. This person did all this stuff or whatever. Okay. And the girl grew up to be a detective or whatever. And then, I guess the deal was like the little girl will be able to live when she was little, and her mom got taken into whatever this cult is, um, or whatever this is. So that's a name. If people keep bringing that up, that's a name that I gave this particular person. Okay, Tinky Winky. All right. And I feel like there was a strange bond because I was if this mother went on Underworld or something with this person, or it's like It the clown, like somebody that's like a strange affiliations with some strange things that could happen to children. Okay. Um and this could be, but the motto of my life, the motto of my life, look like this. Most of my life, a male, a female, and some children, whatever this is, 10 of Pentacles. Somebody want to say, girl, don't you wish that you wouldn't have gave it up? No, because This is a usurper. This is a crown snatcher. This is a throne snatcher. This is a, even if this person was the king when I met the person, why did you marry me and go on the king experience with all these people in the community? That's not who God put you with in that marriage. There was no reason, if I didn't have anything, for these people to marry their person to me. These kind of people, they wouldn't have done that. And that's what I was thinking about too. That's what I was thinking about too, because somebody was saying like yesterday, like, these are the kind of men, somebody like the woman in her natural state, or with the hair nappy, or bumming it out and stuff like this. No, this is how they like to record you and show you to other prospective members that might want to have you. They're gonna emphasize on the times they did see you looking bummy or messy. They don't want you to look good. It's like mammifying, or like on that show or whatever, um when that man took that woman out, in front of all the slaves, and he was like, which who baby is it? And he was like, ah, put your black ass back. But the point is, you not the motherfuckers that got the power to do that, nigga. I am. You trying to hold my position. I know that the information is not scattered. It's just under the wrong name. I also seen today a girl was saying messy girls is not out there trolling or whatever. And when they taking care, the motto of my life, somebody want me to regret that. Like, oh, don't you wish you wouldn't have lost this person? No, these people are trying to control me moving on into a new life, because it's going to be the same thing. And with a different nigga, I'm gonna show up on the scene, and I'm gonna show up some other kind of way, because they not a blood sucker, and they not an energy harvester and a family tree hanger. That when I get with this person, you're gonna see it in and out. You're gonna see me not only looking good but glowing, because somebody gonna be putting something in me instead of taking something out of me. So you know what I'm saying? Where these people will be like, oh girl, keep people like this away from you. 9 times out of 10 is not the man, even if whatever this is could be because of that man, or what you have with that man, is not the person that's sitting right next to you. And sometimes it is shit. But everybody else in the world is watching and they see it, and you might be the only person that's made different, like God or like the Holy Spirit, and you can't see what this person is doing. And instead of all these people rallying in the streets talking about something like this, when they should be holding signs up and show somebody, bitch, you can't see, this is what this man is doing to you. It should be signs with your face from them dark web, and people say, okay, if you can't see it, let me show it to you like this. You see what I'm saying? These people should be showing up like that to go report this. You know what I'm saying? So like I told you, this is not nothing, you don't know. They're only bullying me like this because I'm the only one that can see the world like this, because I'm the only motherfucker that's the real God. And if I was in the room with these people that would be able to assist me, or maybe when it comes to this particular situation, and these people were not still in this power for me and sitting in these positions for the last 20 to 40 years and blaming stuff on me that I don't even know. I can't even see these people. I can only sense them. I can't see what they're doing to me. The blindfold is on in the Two of Swords, but I can sense. I can sense what they're doing. I'm never going to be able to sense to do what to do to retaliate, or what to do to get myself out of it, because I didn't get myself into it. It's nothing like that. This is something totally different. You know what it is. And what these people were able to have immunity for, they don't want to give that up by being with a queen that didn't know that they was a queen. These people broke a major fucking law. I may be more pleasant even to be around energetically and otherwise than any and all of these people that's involved in this scam. These are people that clone themselves. They got 10 lives, and then they got the nerves to come with see her eyes closed in here, to this person, and bring up anything in her past or her present or whatever to make her look some kind of way. It's not the point, because you can't shame me by something horrendous that you ever was doing to me. You can't shame me by what other people have done to me. Everybody has a weak spot. Everybody has a blind spot. If all my other stuff is in a row and you hit me in my blind spot, the council that you running with, these was supposed to be the people too to let me know what's going on. This is why kings and queens didn't have the same thing as like the dead or the natives or something like this. This is why they did have to be in fortresses with guards and with other things around them, because of this behavior. This is why they had immunity. It wasn't so they can rape a whole bunch of kids. Well, I don't know about them, but I'm talking about for me. This is somebody that the most righteous motherfucker you probably gonna find besides my foul mouth. But at the end of the day, you knew you could try to use that against me. But I feel like a lot of people if they go to work and be fake, if they online and be fake, there's still that real aspect of themselves where they got to sit down with every once in a while or every day around a certain time. They got to sit with that real person, that real one, and look at what they did to somebody. And this is what somebody's doing. You trying to stop my flow, my movement. They say people be still in their flow. You try to stop my flow, my movement. You seen how amazing it is. Even at my lowest, you see what could be done here. Okay. So you don't make me sad when you say, oh, because I know it's a different person. This is like somebody passing my guardianship over to 100 different hands. Everybody come in, see, dig around, see what they can get, and then put it down and hurry up and take their name off. Or this is somebody that married you, but every year they change who your spouse was. Or every week they change who your spouse was in some kind of scam to deplete somebody of finances, of riches, of wealth, of energy, of mindset, of mental notes, of anything. Like I said, you either somebody that do it that way or not. This is somebody that took the challenge and said, okay, I'm gonna let you eat how you eat and see how you whatever. Because some of these people could be drinking on cups. This is why they so enlightened. You could be naturally that way. So somebody tried to, they seen, well, this person is right. When we brought this person in the kingdom, we told them to eat like us. They didn't. Damn, we thought this person was even starving. But now this person is coming back a little bit sharper than most. So maybe this is true that they don't have to eat like us. Somebody don't want to prove that they were wrong. These are people that always get their way. They never get punished for their actions. It's just a go. I don't know what this is, how they was able to pull this off. I don't know. Because the person that, these type of people, if they pulled this off, the person that they attach to has to be a very, it has to be something. It has to be something. Or this is a, like, something like this. It's like, imagine if they was taking my energy up to Canada or taking my riches into a higher level. What?
I want you to go to the.
Just hold on. Okay, I thought you were about to say something else. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Just give me a second. I just got up and I'm just trying to hurry up and do this. Whatever this is, the world will be a better place. My world, my little cushy place, and then the rest of the world for the rest of the people will be a better place when these people get persecuted for whatever this is that you think you about to get away with. When judgment is able to reign on the heads of these individuals that did this, because like I said, my livelihood was this here. No, I don't like the gossip. These bitches was calling me talking about, girl, did you see? And I'm like, I'm just trying to see about my craft room and shit like that. And somebody's like, don't you? No, I don't. I want to stand for something now because I seen something here. Okay, so we got the Queen of Swords energy out here. We had the Empress and something else. Whatever situation that somebody is sitting in, or I, or you, or whoever this is, you already been a force. The next thing that you get tossed into, but it shouldn't be these handlers handling somebody. Like I said, you could have been a secret child star, and you was the richest one, and this, your intel or your energy was being used, or your essence, to run something, and somebody robbed you. Okay, so the Coogan's law, whatever, didn't work for you or me, right? Because again, we see celebrityhood one kind of way, but there's a realistic way when it comes to certain energies and conduits here. Okay, that may be able to pick up on what was really going, not industry people or something like this. This is like the way of the gods, or the way of the people of media, or the way of something. And again, they kept you away from this, and they kept themselves in it. And again, even though they have it, they don't know all what to do with it. It's like the sword and the stone, right? This person down here could have, that's why I said this King of Wands could be in reverse. They could have been weak, came down, got you, put the sword in the stone or something like this, or got somebody to do this. And then now they're not weak no more. And now they can smack you down or whatever like this from seeing higher. I feel like this is what they want, but God is doing something different here. It's about some people being embarrassed of really intelligent. Oh, I'm Ivy League, or even if they don't have that, look at my platform. I'm a million. I have a billion subscribers. With what I want to do something to your little channel, you know. But it's like, how did you get there? How did you get there? And even if you did own it before, that's what I want to say. Even if you did own it, you think you're trying to prove that you did something before me or you own something before me. You're not gonna own it now. Not after me. Not after what you did to me. This is the point here. Right? So we got people saying break free. Either you own some bullshit and you know that this is my shit before you changed it, or you trying to tell me that you was running this, and when I came on the scene, you really feared me, you married me into things like this to slow me down because you know I'm the next motherfucking owner. That's what this is. It's either or. It's still a crime. It's still a crime. There's something about people not minding their own business at work. You can't be that hoity-toity. If this, excuse me, stop doing that. And you're not keeping these positions. Please, what? You're gonna have to hold on a second. I said, um, yeah. And you raising your children to do the same thing. So it's kind of like, no, you won't do as your fathers do. You're not going to be in the positions if this is your thing, that your fathers was in. You're not. If their fathers worked for my father and you killed my father and then took over my part of the company, you won't be doing what your fathers did or what you did to this father to me. Okay, it's something like that. You won't be. I won't be giving up. I'm hearing like this is a never-ending fight. You won't be. Whatever this is that y'all did, you won't be owning nothing. You won't be buying and selling nothing. You won't be doing nothing. You can tell about people that get a little power or a little power trip and they go too damn far. They never had nothing. You never had power. You never had money. You never had nothing. Whatever this is, it's only the people, probably like the older people that's real original gods that melt into power very righteously. It might take them a long time before they get corrupt. These are like very, intelligent Caucasian people that lived, decent houses. They had nice houses, maybe in the $300,000 bracket, a real nice job with the, post office or something like this, or whatever like this. But they kind of had whatever they needed or something like this or whatever. But it's something like these also people that maybe kind of like, some of your family may like, or these people kind of sluggish or just kind of, fitting in, whatever. But then you start seeing, like, now that you look back, you can see the movements, and you didn't get into no hoity-toity energy until after you got access to me. And I've never been in that. Like it's something like that. Like these people, I feel like they're messing up by trying to make it like somebody ain't shit. Like, you can't do that. You can't take from people and then, no. Mm-mm. You can't. You're going to always be this way. These are energy vampires or something like this. And I know that, some of these people don't know that that's what they are, or they, something like this, or they don't want to let go of something. They don't. Point is, with my nature, the way that I read and feel stuff, there's no way that this collective group of people were, if they were all working together, my in-laws, my family, my other half of my family and everything like this, it was weak that I didn't detect it. It wasn't until I married that man that you empowered something off of me and left me behind and let somebody else play me. And somebody let that money and that power from behind the scenes get to your head. You let that shit get to your head. You was not feeling yourself like that before. And not even when you got the money, not when you got the power. You wasn't feeling yourself maybe until you was able to do a huge blow to somebody that they wasn't even able to see. Somebody wants you to feel it or something like this. And somebody's way, I was hearing that song, I've become so numb. And if there is, I'm looking at the fifth wave on the screen. If there is something coming, you're bringing it. It wasn't naturally supposed to occur. It's all of y'all emotions and your fear about being found out and whatever you will never, if you're going to wake up from this moment. This is what the craze starts seeing, why they kill these niggas and these Christ people and Martin Luther King them all when they get around 36 years old and shit like this. The only reason why I feel like I'm alive is because I did come out a girl. I am a girl. Something like this time. You don't want to be stripped of your privileges because you ain't doing what God wants somebody to do. What God wanted us to do, you ain't really doing nothing but wasting a whole bunch of people time. That's like you so mad because Barbara keep getting picked to go down and get the projector out the closet. I'm just saying that because I used to like to get out of class to go get it. This is like some psychopathic shit where, you know, one day, Barbara went to go get the thing yesterday, such and such and such. Same time, such Olivia was in the bathroom. Okay, they left at different times, different sides of the hallway, something like this. Kind of find out Barbara then, you know, she's like, Olivia's like, oh, you get to go get the projector and I have to go do this. Well, next week I'm going to be doing this. And the little motherfucker crazy enough to just bump that bitch over the head and stuff her in the janitor's closet. You know, everybody looking for little, Becky to walk, to come to school the next day. And Barbara then stuffed her ass in the closet. You know, a child cry, like a senseless, whatever this is, very senseless. It's very senseless. It's very senseless. And people like, that's so sad. We knew that this child must have had some mental problems or something like this. We didn't know it could lead to something like this. How motherfuckers kill people on the street for a pair of sneakers, a pair of shoes. But this could really be talking about your steps in life. That could represent your steps in life. This is gonna teach motherfuckers a lesson. You know that this child, everybody grab on this child because the energy boost that you get off of this person or something is more valuable than all these niggas put together. But your envy and jealousy about this person, and you don't understand how I'm a number one whatever basketball player or something like this. Who the fuck is this kid? Like, you know who it is because you set up here and put your hand. It's like a whole bunch of people putting their hands on one person or something like this, and we're trying to thrive off of that person. You know why? Because you came over here to do the same shit, even if you thought it was a gimmick. You came and did the same thing everybody else did, and you felt what I felt, and you felt what somebody else felt, right? Okay. These are people. Somebody systematically did it like this to know that these people would value somebody that look a certain kind of way on that day than the person that was done wrong. This is like, oh, you stole that, y'all killed that girl, or you removed her central corset, you removed her third eye or something, you know, and did all this and blah 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 and blah 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 and married this person and everything so y'all could be happy because but you had this person, the only person that the highest person in the room is this person, but you killed this person and did this stuff and stripped it so you can give the person that you with now just a little bit of what that person was. No, your problem wasn't even with the persons. The problem is with the presence of the person. The problem is with the presence of the person. The dismantling was everybody listen to all this other stuff instead of the Bible is the most. I don't give a fuck because I can see all of it in it. It's the most easiest way to connect with these layered something. You didn't have to kidnap me. You didn't have to kidnap these people. You didn't have to do nothing. And that's why I said these people hate the word, meaning you hate me. But you thought you was gonna benefit off of it and keep it. These are people that could have found out about the West world, or they found out about what was going on in Silicon Valley, and they said, "Oh, we know what God is now. Fuck you." You know, like this is what this looked like to me. You didn't do nothing to these people for them to say, now we hold the power. Now we're about to do what you did to us. You didn't. I never did nothing to. This energy is a clear. This is an energy where ain't nobody coming on the earth having to deal with your ancestors. I don't even think I have ancestors. I don't think I'm attached to any of this. I don't think. I'm just here right now, like kind of brand new, but not. I'm just here. And so there's none of that. Nobody can say any of that. What's the daughter of something? Something that's produced by or comes from and is may be able to sustain or take over something, like the daughter of something. Somebody could be the adopted daughter. Somebody could be created by God and brought down in a certain form to operate with certain people from different groups and stuff like this. So you getting mad because I say daughter of this. You know, it's almost like Wednesday. I'm Velnor and something, and then he goes off and starts saying all these things. It's like it's something like this. The gag is you just not fully filled in about who you are in separate lifetime. This is like I told you, these people took this limitless juice or something like this. But while they were creating, if the limitless juice was something that came from, like, say, my plasma or my kundalini fluids, they got me up to a kundalini energy so they can produce or siphon that energy and then bring themselves back up to par for the next 40 years and then just crush somebody. So you feeling something you never felt, you doing, something is changing, you coming to life and everything. I don't know. I don't know where it started, but I don't know if it was to prove that this person has been kind of like a lump on the log or just a mom or something all this time. You think they're going to wake up one day and be something more? It's like somebody beating you with a stick and proving that you can't walk or that you hurt. Well, the person was just running fast and a track star and everything until you had them people go beat that person up. You knew they wasn't going to recover the same, or by the time the big yearly race came, so they can show you that they're going to dust you. So you had something to do with this person's so-called ending. A whole bunch of sick people. A whole bunch of sick people that shouldn't even be on the streets, no matter what come out their mouth. That's what this is. That's what this is. This stiffy people with the ascot on and pipe and everything in them rooms with their neck all stuck up in the air. But then somebody scruffy little person come up in there, hair all over the place and nappy. Never knew this, right? This person could be cordial, but again, of course, with like even with my in-laws, if they watch my channel now, they probably like, who is that? You hid that part of yourself from us. No, just like you hid the fact that y'all was trying to enslave me or some shit like this in my own land. You know what I'm saying? Even if they try to call me America and make me rule, and then make me rule like separated from the United States, and they're trying to create something else over here from Washington down into the in the lower rankings or something, or in the belly of the beast, per se. Even if these people are they're not going in the office and using calculus every day to control the world and steal from us and do this shit. They're just not. None of that. These are a bunch of people that put their heads together. Maybe some street people, some underground people, some people that fell from the heavens. Some people, some people, merchants and shit like this, landowners. Some, excuse me, goodness. Some military people. These people, some scientists, a little bit from everywhere. Just these people came together to attack a woman, one person. So whoever tried that shit talking about some, and most of the time, if you feeling that energy and that presence around you, and it's a woman, you a woman, it's other women. And if it's a man, it's another. Well, I'm gonna say this: I've been treated strangely by other women and men in my life. In the physical group, there's been a small group of people that could have convinced me that they was my friend. I could feel kind of like both energies. But this sounds like some men with a problem with their ego that a woman has come to collect. She did it on her own. They left you to die and walk on your own. And they can't believe your presence, how after they did this, you able to collect a small group of people. There's another force that I feel here. Okay. After all the restrictions and the let's keep the channel down and all this stuff, we'll make it seem like we're just trying to do this to preserve the person and make them not expose too much of themselves. So when they become a royal, they no, you weren't doing that. You were hoping to smother somebody, put somebody's light all the way out. You was hoping to smoke the person out, smut them out, slut them out, whatever this is here. And even if somebody like a Easy E or something, when they said he had that shit or something, you know what I'm saying? Nobody couldn't tell the real story. You know, I'm gonna go down in history as that motherfucker that detailed the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? I can't never come here and do the same thing as anybody else did. And most of these people live their life doing what everybody else did. You see how that feel a little bit? There's no offense. I mean, this is the way that they making the world happen. Would you think it got the world go? This your world, and this is the way you think you got to win. It's the only way. Cause look at the mindset of the people that you listening to, though. Friends, how many of us have them? They've been talking about this shit since back then in the music. Come on, man. Come on. And as I told you, somebody trying to like trap you down to force you to take the, to force themselves to feel like I knew I shouldn't have came back and try to save this bitch. Just do what the fuck you got to do. Why you dancing around here, dancing around the problem, dancing around this and that? The problem is you did the shit in the first place. So every sting you feel about me telling the truth, you supposed to feel it. That's what it feels like every time. That's every thorn in somebody's head when they found out that the parents was lying, somebody manipulated something, this, and that, and everybody was targeting one person, all from all walks of life. Everybody was targeting one person, and you realize how deep this shit is. You're not just a regular person, like a million other people that's sitting in their house raising their children. It's something else about you. It's something about me. There's some potential, or there's something else here. Nobody did not do that to you, or even, and then come back and say, oh, now we here. We had to go take care of stuff on another planet. Well, damn, everybody I know, and I wasn't invited. Oh, that just sound weird. How did you get a hold of me in the first place? It would seem like from day one, somebody would have just cut the cord. They wouldn't have waited 30 something years. How so? How so? Just like you already got the job. Somebody else got the job. You find out they run the ritual on you of stuff that they do to people before they even get the job when they're going through training. Well, both of y'all at the point where you got the job. Why are you doing that? You wasting your time doing that. Why are you doing that? You just want to bully somebody. You want to use your knowledge or your foresight or your forestanding or something in something to harass somebody. You are power hungry, bratty, some type of something. So even if you was married in the fact, so somebody could be married to me and attach themselves on all the value that comes with me and my birthright. But you trying to say your family was already like this, but I married into your family and it wasn't no real big upgrades or nothing that came with it. King of Wands in reverse. There could be an ending here. Where is this? It's nonsense. Because whatever these people, it's 2025. Whatever somebody keeps saying, oh, go to nurse school. All this stuff I'm not about to do. So it's kind of like nonsensical for you to keep on like, Trying to manipulate the situation or something like this. Like, it's just very strange. That's how I know that these people is remedial or something. Or after they could have been smart when they was alive, but when you once you dead or you went over to the other side, you're not that smart no more. And you went to the people that you thought was really smart, you know, maybe college grads and stuff like this, and you thought that's not the kind of smart we need. And then somebody hesitated a little bit, but they said, you know, the one girl that we, whatever like this, and the person is kind of a little bit smarter than I thought they was, or something like this, or intelligent, or there's a different word to use for it. It ain't like, dang, it was it all along. Let me go get this. Oh my God, my family tricked me. No, it's like, damn, bitch, we knew it was you all along. Why don't you stay out of this so we can continue to do what we were doing without you? Because the family could have just thought, you know, this person could have allowed the family to think that you was just some old something too. And then after they listen to you, they're like, no, there's not. You lied to us. You manipulated. So somebody then tricked somebody to go, tricked everybody to go against the world. Somebody then tricked everybody to go against the world card. A world within a world. Okay, I'm going to take about 10 minutes and then I will go. Okay, go start getting your stuff ready or whatever. I'm about to get up and go. I'm just trying to loosen up my neck and everything like this. I will get up and go in a second. Okay. Did he even open up the door?
No. He doesn't care.
Normally he will go, though. Ooh, get out of here. Bun.